one with Josh Pittman, and today, this early morning for me at least, special guest Miss Katja Heron. Katja, how are you
Hello.
doing?
I'm very
Why
well.
don't you go
Thank you
ahead and
so
tell
much.
people about yourself?
Well, we're just jumping straight in, huh? You're
Yeah,
just like
we just
straight
jump
in.
right in.
Okay. Yeah, I'm from Slovenia. Like I'm saying, I'm not native English speaker, so please be gentle here with me about this. And I have two kids. They're grown up already, like they're teens, late teens. What more? I'm online entrepreneur. I started. I had a job before. Then I started. I had to learn everything from zero, how to build a business, everything. Now I'm running this business. We run a program with Marco called Inner Circle Mastermind. We actually teach people how to build businesses online from scratch. And this is my business. So yeah, that's me.
Yes, and I hired you to be my coach, and you helped me to get out of my shyness so I could do stuff like this right here. So thank you very much for the help. And we stay in contact, obviously. And as
Yeah.
far as kids go, if you need more kids, I still got one at the house that's driving me nuts. I'll send him your way.
You will send it with Uber.
He is just like me, and he is driving me nuts. So yeah. So
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I know she didn't mention. You mentioned the programs that you help Marco run. You didn't really say that you was a coach, and I want the world to know that you are a coach and a damn good one at that. So can you tell the audience a little bit about what you do as a coach?
Oh yeah, Marcus having me there as head coach in these programs. I actually uh, I when I started online, right? So it was 2020. I had absolutely no idea what I'm doing. I was before that I was developing packaging in a food company. This was my job. So it was a very technical job. This was completely like miles away from anything regarding business online stuff, nothing. I had no idea. And I had to learn
Right,
everything, right? I had to learn everything, and Marco was my coach and so on. And then when I started to, make income, and I was able to build a business and so on, I actually started also to coach people about this, because I know, like, how this market is, how this space is. Like, there are like majority of people actually they don't really know what to do. They really want to. They're beginners. They don't really know what to do. And on the other hand, you have all these programs and courses and webinars and books and tools and systems and so on, that are for people who actually are already entrepreneurs, who already have businesses.
right,
So you have, on one end, you have these millions of people who would want to build businesses and they have no idea how to do this, and on the other you have courses and programs for people who actually know how to build business already, right? And it's just
right.
like an add-on to this, right? The next level. So what I do, I want to teach people how to actually from scratch build a business, how to do this, right? So how you actually build proper audience, how you actually build brand of yourself, personal brand, how you market, how you sell, how you make this 10,000 a month, right? So from
Right.
scratch. So yeah, so this is what I do. We run coachings, we have programs, and we teach people, like, taking them by the hand how to do this,
And
because this is how
you
you learn.
simplify the process.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, as
That,
much as
that
you can.
that was one of the main reasons I came to you. Well, that and you kept reaching out to me, so we kind of developed a rapport. But yeah, that was one of the main reasons that I came to you and asked you for help. Was y'all simplified the process down to what you just needed to get going and get started, and that helped me out greatly. It really did.
Yeah,
Pardon me. Yeah,
yeah.
and so one of the things there, since we did mention the industry and the business, there is how long have you been in the business, and what was the driving factor that got you in there, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't mind you asking. You can ask anything you want. you know. uh, no, like, actually, I started in 2020. It was before, like I'm saying, I was working in food company. It was okay job. In the production line, we were developing this packagings and so on, so technical job. And so it was a okay job. It was really well paid. The boss was shitty, but okay. I never thought about anything else. It was I was raised like like you are an adult, so you get a job, right? So that's it.
Right.
Nothing. I didn't see anything aside of that. But then COVID happened, 2020, and like wages went like from 1 month having really good pay to minimum wage, like like this in one
Oh
month.
yeah.
And yeah, you know how it was. And people started to get laid off, and like every Monday when I was coming to job, I was thinking like, who will be there, who will not be there. You never knew, right? It was like really like this awful time. And once I started to think like, okay, so what if this happens to me? What if I drive there and they will just say like, oh, you can just go home. There is nothing more to do here for you. I was like, oh, what if this happens? What can I do? Because I had this before. I had this belief that job is like safety. Job is
Right.
always there. If there is like the everything, but you have a job, you have a paycheck at the end of the month. That's that, right? And now it was like, oh, actually, it's not like this.
No.
So yeah, I said like, did this? I have to do something. And then I said, what to do, how to do. I went online, I started to research, what could I do. And somehow I got this idea that basically like anything works. So I will just take one thing and, I will make it work. That will be that, right?
So
But it didn't.
how many things did you have to go through before you found something that worked?
I had a year run. So for a whole year of 2020, I was like, I tried this, I tried that. I built a whole bunch of stuff like web pages, funnels, systems, my own products, Amazon stores, my own stores. I was advertising, I was blogging, I was studying search engine optimization. Like you name it, I tried it. Like this, right? And I couldn't make it work. I couldn't make it work. Like I spent $18,000 on the whole thing in 1 year, and I made zero sales, right? Like I made zero money back, and I was devastated. I was completely like,
Oh yeah, I've been
like,
there.
look, I'm here. I want to learn. Just tell me what to do. Tell me what to learn. What am I not seeing here, right? And this is actually when we started talking to Mark and so on. He just like there was like he was a complete stranger stumbling into my messenger, saying like, hey, how are you? I see that you're into online business and so on, and how are things and so. And I was like, whoa, who are you? A complete stranger
Well,
from
where has that
Dubai.
happened before?
Yeah. I know, but but then I said like, okay, so he's actually a great marketer. He's like serious business person, doing well.
Yes,
What
he
if I
is.
ask him? What if like just ask like what am I not seeing? What should I learn? What's there, right? Why you can do this but I can't? Like just tell me, right? And
Oh
we
yeah.
started talking. Yeah. And we started talking, and he said, yeah, like you're doing a lot of things that are for established businesses that come later on, right? But you have to learn the basics. You have to learn how to market, how to sell, how to build an audience, how to build brand. You just learn this, and then you can do money. You can make money with anything. You can do anything you want, but learn the basics. Learn how to actually build a business, right? And it made so much sense. It was like, this is what I'm
That's what this
missing.
is for me. I'm building
Mhm.
my brand, my business with my podcast, and I enjoy doing it, and I'm somewhat good at it. Somewhat. But yeah, Marco, he recently had some major surgery done, recovered well. I've seen one of his posts. It was good to see him, good to hear from him. Um, so on a lighter subject here is because I don't like to talk about marketing all the damn time with the first time guest on here. So how is life different now for you that you've found your measure of success and you're growing it now? So how has your life changed?
Oh, in big time. I will say, like, I wouldn't even recognize a person I was 5 years ago. Like, it's um it's like it's completely different on, when you have a job. And so, like, you do this, okay, you go there, you do this, then, you have this fixed salary. It's like that, right? But you have a job, you have a boss who will tell you what to do. It's,
Yes, I do.
I
I
don't
do
know,
have a
it's
boss
that
who tells me
life,
what to
you
do.
know yeah. Now, sure. I mean, like, it's really, really good when you know how to make money. Like, it gives you this, like, when you have these skills, and so it gives you this, like, this is actually security for me, right? This is safety, like, not a job. But now I know, okay, so, I can move, I can do this, I can do whatever, I can always make money. So is this security? Is this, like, this feel, that you're good, that you're okay, that your kids will be okay, right? And also, like, it's, of course, it's like, it's flexible, it's nice. I'm talking to awesome people like you. I'm going to podcasts
Thank
like
you.
this awesome podcast of yours. um I pick people who I will work with. This is for me an amazing thing. Like, I really like this part of this. When you have 3 billion people on Facebook, I can work with anyone if I want to, right? I mean, like,
Right.
I pick who will I work with, and this means that I work only with people who I like, and it's awesome. This is an
I mean,
awesome feeling.
I mean,
You
she
know?
liked me, people. That's why she chose to go ahead and work with me. It wasn't because I paid her; it was because she liked my personality. I
Yes,
had to say it, make myself look
absolutely.
good.
Absolutely, like, why would you work with someone who you don't like, nah, it just doesn't go like this. So,
That's my nine to
yeah, I
five
mean,
job
it's
right
cool.
there.
Sorry.
So that's my 9 to 5 job. I go to work with people I don't like. Not
Exactly,
everybody, but people I've
exactly,
known all my life out there, but we like
exactly. You
extended
can
family.
always, yeah, yeah, exactly. So, like, it's I like it. I would never go back. That will I tell you. I would never go back to
Oh
job.
no, that experience that you just described there. That's what everybody is actually after. That freedom to do what they want when they want and not have to worry about bills or money. Yeah, that's the basic desire everybody has when they enter this, right? But you achieved it. It's one of the reasons I follow you. The other reason I follow you is your personality, and you're just an all around good person, in my opinion. So, and that's why I keep track of you and keep in contact with you, like so many other people. But so I noticed one thing when I asked you that question that I seem to see everybody do is when they start thinking about the old self, the joy and the smile goes away for a second, and it's like, "Ugh, I gotta think about this again." So thank you for telling us about that and reliving that for a second, because like I said, I notice everybody does it. I'm sure I've done it when people ask me that question, and it's like you said, I probably wouldn't even really recognize the person I was to the person I am now, to the person I'm trying to be, and that mindset that I'm growing. And that's a lot thanks to you and thanks to the coaches that I'm working with along the way. But yeah, it's an amazing experience. I can't wait to get to the level that you and some others are at, so I can then turn around and say, "Hey, this it's worth the grind." I mean, it's worth the grind. Like you said, I meet amazing people from all around the world. You, for example, and pleasure to know you as well. So let's see. Let's go ahead and go into the next question because times are rolling and you work nine to
Yeah.
five this day, and I'm sure you have a busy day as well. So, what were some of your high and low points at the beginning?
Well, that first year was a low point overall.
Well, yeah, yeah. First three,
um,
for
yeah, for me, like, it was the biggest revelation, and the biggest, like this, where everything, like, it's like before and after, right? Was to actually figure out, what do I need to learn, what do I need to do, and then it's like, it's a given that I will get where I want to, like this, right? So before, it was a lot of this uncertainty, and what to do, what, like, like, you're searching, you're lost, like, you don't know what to do. And then when it came to this, like, look, if you learn how you build an audience, how you build a brand, how you market, how you sell, if you do this, you can do anything. you can make 100,000 in a year. And I did, right? And like this certainty, this was a total high. And from there, it's like, sure, you have good days, you have bad days, but it's like, it's always this like, I know what to do, right? So it's from this aspect, I think that it's like, it's the main thing, like people who are stuck and people who really don't know, like they like you said, they have this, everyone has this desire to go online, to build a business, to have this financial freedom and so on, and they this insecure, like this uncertainty. But what do I need to do, right? How to, like, I have a goal, each goal has steps, like, like how they say, you determine the goal, but the goal determines the steps, right? How to get there. And when you know what to then do for these steps, I think that this is the biggest thing this is the biggest high, that you can have.
I
From
think
there on,
my biggest low there was realizing that I was overcomplicating everything, even the easiest of stuff. Again, that's one of the reasons why I came to you, is help me simplify this, because the way I was going, I had so much tech out there that I was going nuts trying to keep up with it all. So,
yeah.
at what point did you realize I'm going to be good? This is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life.
When I figured what what to learn, what are actually skills, like you're saying, for example, like a lot of people will like they will focus on tech, right? Oh, I will build this system, I will use this app, I will use this tool, right? And I will build this stuff, and maybe also this, and maybe also this, and then I will plug this into internet, and somehow this will work, and so on. Like a lot of people will go into this, like, technology part, right? So, oh, I have to learn this, I have to do this, and then money will come, right? And like yesterday, I was just talking with the guy. He said, like, oh, I have a free course also, and this free course, it's like, it's how to develop a 10K mind, how to, like, it's just a free course, but it's super ugly. It's like, it looks like awful, right? And and this guy said, like, oh, but you should have this awesome web page, and like, look, my web page is like, look how pretty it is, right? And so on. Yeah, sure, but that web page is not making him any money, right? So
Right?
he learned how to build a web page, and he has all this technology plugged into this web page and so on, but it's like, it's not a business, it's just a thing, right? So, like, you would want to simplify in a way to go just for the things that do matter, and this is not technology. So, like, I think that people are struggling and so on, because they don't understand, they don't get the chance to actually to,
Right.
to to learn what actually matters, how you actually build a business, right? And so that it's not about technology, it's not about apps, it's not about super awesome system, it's a profession. You learn the skills and then you do this, right?
And the
So
number
it,
one skill you would say would be learning to communicate with people, talk to them, and directing the conversation. Correct?
I would say number one skill, how you grow a proper audience. So how you actually, yeah, talking to people, but how you first find the right people. So this one, build the right audience. No, don't just like hoard a huge amount of people there, because, like, you need to connect with people who have the problem that you can solve. That's it. That's the premises of any business. Like, you need people, right? People will buy stuff. So you need people who have problems that you can solve, right? And means to buy what you're having. So this is your audience. So this is where it starts. Learn this, how you do this. This is a skill, right? Then how you build your presence, like what you actually do online. How will these people see you? How will they see your story, right? So this, because they have to first get to know you. Oh, now I'm coaching.
Right.
I'm coaching.
Thank you,
They have
coaching.
to
I
get
do
first
fun.
to know you, to then be interested in anything more, right? And then how to market, how to sell as a skill. That's it. Because, like, before, and like, nothing happens in business if nothing is sold. And this goes for any business model. It doesn't matter, whatever. Like it's interesting to me how people go, um, yeah, I will have this passive income, right? I will have this, I will have, I will buy this, my spot in the system, and it will, you know trade for me and whatever, right? And it will do
Right.
this. But at the same time, like these platforms for trading, and so like 95% of money there, of income there, actually comes from referring, from recruiting people, right? And 5% comes from trading. So even there, even passive income and so on, right? It actually, like, it's about marketing, it's about selling that part, right? Whatever you have. So it's again about finding people who have the problem that you can solve with that platform, if you like that, right? And then marketing, selling. It's always this. It's always this. So that's the core of business. That's it.
Everything.
Of everything.
And that's
Yeah.
exactly what I'm doing. Is I use this to get my voice out there and to help others get known, which you're already known. So I'll be getting all the benefit out of this one. Um, just kidding, just kidding. But yes, ma'am, I absolutely agree with you. This was a very very hard lesson for me to learn. Obviously, because I had tech, still have tech out the wazoo that I don't even use. But I've simplified my process since then. I've gone through another challenge to figure out what I wanted to do, which obviously is podcasting. I seem to have a knack for talking to people, especially live.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like I said, I I enjoy doing this. And one thing my grandfather told me when I was young was, "Boy, find something that you love doing, and you'll never work a day in your life." Now, when I
Yeah.
can get this to get to your level, I will have achieved what he told me. But right now, this right here is something that I enjoy doing. I don't think about the money aspect of it. I think about the connection aspect of it, getting the right people into my group, doing the nurturing, which I'm still in the process of refining that, as you would say. And would you say to the audience that one of the things that they need to get into their head is don't chase the money, learn the communication, learn how to direct the conversation, because we already covered that going the tech route will not work, and I know that from personal experience.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Like, this is a very good advice to give. What you just said. It's like, it's it, money is a result of things, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, and if you just like go after that, and you can't get to result if you don't do the steps. So, right, but if you go
Absolutely.
through steps, if you go through steps, you will get to result. It's a given. It's a given, right? So, what you want to focus on? Well, you want to focus on how you can do those steps, right? So, not on the result, but on the process, on this. So, what can I have? Like, the reason why people don't make 10,000 a month is because they're simply not skilled enough.
Right.
It's
I
that
can admit to
when
that.
you're yeah, when you're skilled enough, when you provide good enough value, and you know what kind of people to provide this to, and so when you're skilled enough in this, you will make money. It's like this, right? So what you focus on? You focus on skills, you focus on this, on the process,
Exactly.
right? I got really really good advice when I was starting. Actually, there was a person, also marketer. He was making like $100,000 a month back then. I was at 5,000. He was at 100,000 and so on. He said, like, like, just like give yourself these 6 months at the beginning. You know that you're in the right place. You know that you're learning the right things. Great, right? And now give yourself these 6 months of being a student. Don't care about money, like, leave money aside, just forget about that, and give yourself 6 months of being a student. Focus on this, like, learn stuff, make mistakes, try stuff, be awkward, like, like, whatever you want, like you're a student. Just give yourself this, and you will see in 6 months where you will be. And in 6 months I was making $30,000. So, like, yeah, it's like, just give yourself this. Don't chase money, but be focused. Okay, I want to learn the skills. I want to do this, and money will come. It's like, it's not some magic stuff. It's not like, oh, I have to
There's
be born under the right star. It's a profession. you know.
I got an easy
You,
button around here somewhere that I just got to hit, and it'll print money like that. So I don't got to worry about that. Right? Yeah. I've bought into several programs like that. Just press this button and forget it. Yeah, I forgot it, and no money was ever made, and nothing. Again, that was on me though. So, uh, so let's talk about life in general. One of the biggest issues I had in the beginning, and still have from time to time, is my family is like, we don't get it. Why are you doing this? Especially my kids, and you probably relate to this. You're embarrassing me, Dad. Which don't tell me that because I will go overboard just doing that for the
uh-huh,
hell of it.
uh-huh.
Uh,
Yeah.
sure, you seen some
Just
of those
don't
videos.
try. Don't tease me. Don't tease me.
See, you're embarrassed. Just wait. So, what was one of the ways you dealt with that got your family to come around, if they ever come around? Because like I said, I'm dealing with it. They're somewhat coming around, but I still get the feedback from my teenage son who's like, "You're embarrassing me, Dad."
Yeah. Yeah, so I know what you mean. I know what you mean, and I hear this a lot from people. So number one, like a good advice when a teenager says, like, "You're embarrassing me," just say like, "I can do even more." You know,
Oh yeah.
really. So they will stop saying that.
Do, I know you have a teenage daughter or you have a daughter. So when she says that to you, do you go, "Ah, my day is planned now"?
I have two teenagers, so yeah. Yeah, no, we have a deal, like, like, I know they don't like be to be on the photos and so on, but like, but definitely, like, if they would say, like, things like, "Oh, you're embarrassing," and so on, me, right, I would say, "Well, I can do even more,
Oh yeah.
don't try me," because, like, they take this stuff so seriously, like, "Oh, you're taking a selfie in the mall, oh my god, I will die." Okay, you go die. I will still do a selfie. It's
Oh,
just that.
I can totally relate.
Uh,
I was a couple weeks ago. I was actually shopping, and I took my son with me, and he's pushing the cart down. And he's talking to me the whole time. I'm behind him. I got my camera rolling for Facebook Live, and I'm doing this little dancing, being stupid. And he's like, "Oh no, Dad, don't." I said, "Too late, buddy. It's live." So, the next day he
yeah.
goes to school, and several of his friends are actually following me. That's good, I guess. And they gave him hell all day long. He'd come home and say, "I'm not going back to school ever again." I said, "Oh yeah, you are. I'm gonna get you there early tomorrow."
Yeah, so it's a lot of that. Oh, the world will end, but then it doesn't, so it's okay, but no, this is a serious question what you're saying. So, like, a lot of people have this obstacle, right? So, yeah, I don't get support at home, like, what to do and so on. My wife doesn't support me, this and so. And the thing I like, it's I mean, like, to expect, right, from okay, so just because this is your, like, you want to go online, like, you want to build a business, and so you say, okay, I don't want to be in a job, I want to build a business, I want to do this, and then the family is not supportive, and so, like, it's it's not their thing, right? Like, maybe you want to go online, maybe you want to build this and so on. You will need support, right? You will need support, and you can get this support from coach, you can get this from community and so on. You will need support. It's like, it's really lonely if you don't have it, right? But at the same time, to expect from a family to actually to be on board with that, just because it's your family, just because these are your friends, and so because you know them from childhood, and so, like, it will just not happen for the majority of people, actually, because it's like, it's your thing, something you want to do, and this is not like a precondition for everyone else who's in relative, in relation to also want it or get it. It's your thing. It's like, sure, huge majority of people is like in a job. This is the culture, this is the paradigm, right? And then, like, it will always be minority of people who will say, like, yeah, but I want to have a business, I want to build this. So you will always be like this, and just because a person is married to you or family, right, they don't just have to get it because of that. And so it's like, it will be this. And I'm always thinking in this way, like, look, if you'd like to start playing soccer on Sundays, and your wife will say like, oh no, why? And so like you will say like, well, it's my thing, I just want to do this, right?
Right.
And you will do it, and wife will not be in, and that's okay. She has her stuff, you have your stuff, you have your soccer, and that's fine, right? You don't expect the wife to be so supportive. If she comes on, on games, sure. If not, okay, but you will still do the soccer because you want it, right? So when you want to have business, when you want to learn something new, and like, treat it in this way. It's like, sure, you're married to this person, you support each other on some other stuff, but this business is something you do, something that is your goal, right? I have I work sometimes with a mindset coach. She said like, in this regard, she said like, like when people expect um to first give, like, oh, my wife has to be on board, my kids have to be on board, and so on. Well, this is like, you would want to go through a door, but you're pushing first them through a door, and then you will go through. No, right? Turn it around. Like, you say, okay, fine, you do your stuff, I do my stuff, go through that door, build a business, right? And then take them along, right? It's it's just reality. It's just how it
Oh,
is, right? So I would say, like, family is family. Okay, you support each other on how you support each other when it comes to business, and so find support in a coach, find support in a program, in a community, right? And then you will see also family life will be much better in this way, because you will not expect support from home. It's just like how it is, right?
that balance is
Um,
so hard to achieve for everybody, and it's always different for everybody. But yeah, I gone through similar situations. That's one of the reasons why I've asked that question. Uh, give everybody a little bit of a different answer on how to deal with it. Time blocking, putting some time off for my family where it's just me with them and not doing this, that helped out greatly.
yeah.
They know that I'm going to be there that time for them and whatever they need. But this time, like you said, this time is my stuff and this is what I'm doing. I even put a little sign on my door and lock it, says I'm in session. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
So
If no limb is missing, don't bother me.
5 a.m. in the morning, there ain't nobody else awake in this town. And my door is locked and there's a sign that says do not disturb. That's crazy right there. But all right. So this has
Yeah, I
been
think that
an
the thing
amazing
here
journey
is,
for me.
okay. Yeah, you're right.
It's been an amazing journey for me. Of course, it didn't start off good. I started off the wrong way. Didn't know a damn thing about what I was doing. Tried to BS my way through it. Ticked off a whole lot of people, and then long journey rebuilding that, reshaping how my perspective on things, getting my mindset right, so I'm not riding those high valleys and lows all the time. That was a big change. I have you and a couple other people to help or to say thank you for helping me start working and getting to a level that's maintainable instead of trying to do 50,000 things at once. So in that area, thank you so much because I was going crazy and burning out left and right trying to keep up with everything that I thought I had to do. Uh, Breaking it down to the simplistic, this is all you really need. Uh, that allowed me to develop my pattern of how I work, my workflow, where I can start consistently every day and do what I need to do. Now I'm trying to optimize that, which is part of the game, obviously. But yeah, the journey didn't start off so good for me. It's taken a long time to rebuild that trust. There's some people, some systems that still are like, no, 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 you're gonna go crazy here in a little while and tear everything down again. It's not going to happen. Um, got 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 the noodle set right this time. At least I hope so.
You see,
So
it's helpful. So you see, it's actually it's
very
helpful that you went through that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but the thing you said about family there, that's that time blocking, that balance, it was so simple to plan out, but in practice, especially for me, because I'm an overthinker, still am, that to set up a simple system and time block out for this is when I'm gonna work, this is when I'm gonna have my family time. My brain was like, all right, time block, time block, time block, time. And I was trying to stick to that, trying to stick to it, Okay, hour to do this, all right, hour to that, 15 minutes to do this, and then one day it just clicked on me. Don't try to don't try to how do I want to put that? Don't try to dictate every second of the day. Just set. Here's an hour. I can use this. I got 10 to 15 minutes at the beginning and end. To play around with if something happens. But other than that, when that hour's over with, stop. Go to the next thing. Go spend time with my family. That has helped out greatly right there and reduced a lot of stress. And
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
I might have learned that one from you. Not really sure. Might have. Might have.
yeah.
But,
I mean, yeah,
uh,
it's like it's, but if this works for you, that's very good. That's very good. In general, I would say when it comes to this support from the family and so on, just like the thing is what you expect, right? So it's not the lack of support that would be killing you or so. It's if you expect this support from a spouse or kids or so, and then you don't get it. So don't expect it, right? Because it's not like you're saying, like if this was a soccer, you would say like, no, this is like, hour and a half of my time, and that's it, and then you would like, so here the same, right? So yeah, just don't expect it. Don't expect it. It's okay.
uh,
You can support each other on some other levels.
lower your expectations. Your expectations are way too high. It's the first time that's actually good advice. So, all right.
I mean, like, like you have different people in your life, and different people support you, and you support them on in different aspects, right? So, like, just like a child cannot support you in the same way, I mean, emotionally and so on, like, not like as a spouse, it's, and as a best friend, and as a teacher, and as a coach, and like you have different kinds of supports, right? And now to expect that one person, just because it's your family, to be supportive on everything you do, and they have to be supportive. This is like, it's not lowering expectations, it's like being real, right? So yeah, or when you want to build a business, learn something new and so on, yeah, you will need support, but you can get this support, like I'm saying, you go expect it from coach, go expect it from community, right? And this will actually lighten relationships with your family, with your spouse, and so, because you will not put this, oh, but you have to support me, oh, and then you don't support me, and now I'm all pissed, and so, like, it's like, oh, I don't, I will not do this because you're not on board. Well, it's like different hobbies, like different interests, right? So
That's a great point.
yeah,
Very great point. The stress that we put on our significant others or our other family, expecting them to. I never thought of it that way. Actually, Katya, that's a great point. Actually, so listen to that one, people. The expectation of your putting that pressure on your family, that the emotional and the physical stress that puts on them, it can be very straining as well,
yeah,
especially if they don't
yeah,
understand it or don't. How would I say that for a teenager? Don't like it. We'll just put it that way
yeah.
for teenagers. But
Yeah,
um,
or then make your own decision what you will do in regards from the optics of what your spouse expects or supports or don't support. Like, it's your life.
exactly,
It's your life. That's so,
that's one of those light bulb moments right there that you just threw out to
yeah,
the crowd.
yes. Nice, nice.
One of my main objectives and goals that has never changed is to make my dog Ollie famous. And I know you're a
Yeah,
dog lover because
well,
you
you're
have your
doing
dog.
good job.
You take your dog on some of your videos, and I see you post about it all the time. So, what would you say to the people out there who are, we'll just say, animal lovers? Because I know there's some cat people out there, and I'm a dog lover. So, so what would you say to people who love their pets and want to put them on there as well?
Well, my dog is awful at photoshopping, like photo sessions, because she's black, and it's just like big black blob. I like it's just maybe we can put it this a bit like wider. So she's a part of my life, right? So when you go online, a part of your business is also like you need to let people get to know you, right? It's just that. And then if a dog or cat or both or a canary or like a lizard or whatever you're having, like it's also part of that. Like you can put it there. It's a part of you. When you
Exactly.
yeah, when you like, she likes what I'm showing like this because she's sleeping here, because she's like a shadow. She will always be here. But when I'm
Oh, yeah,
doing
my dog's
videos, she
outside
will.
my door right now.
Yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. So she will, like, maybe I will put the stand there, a tripod, and then she will always like try to get in between the stand and and me, and sniffing, and it will be on so many videos. It's just like a part of how it is. And
Oh, yeah.
you don't want, like, I see many people actually putting, like, hiding themselves, like, oh no, here online I'm just a business person, I'm just about business, I'm just this, right? And they just talk about this, right? But no, like, no one will listen to you instead, unless you first let people get to know you, and your dog or your canary is like part of that. So like, just
Oh,
let
yeah.
him in, let the
It,
dog in, let
he is my. I'm sure you agree with this. My dog is my buddy. He has been for many, many years. And I had opened him. I did not want him. He was running away from some neighbors up the road because they were being less than nice to him. And when I realized that, yeah, I took him in because he was coming down here. The kids loved him. And then when they came down here again one day, I was like, no, he's gonna stay here. You go on back up the road. And he's been my buddy ever since. When I started putting him in, or starting to get him into this with me, it was a new joy that was brought to it because I seen that people reacted to it and actually enjoyed it. But nowadays, and I don't know if you experience this with your pet, but nowadays when I go to capture him doing something cute on the floor, like rolling around being goofy, as soon as he sees me whip out that phone, he stops. And he's like, no, no. So I got to be sneaky with the phone to catch him on anything because I think he's kind of like my kids on that. He's like, I don't want to be on TV. So, but do you experience something like
Maybe
that with yours?
it's
No?
stupid. I don't know. I don't know. Like, in like, what's going on in their minds? I really don't. I don't know. Like I'm saying, when I want to photo her, she will not allow it, but she will always come when I'm doing videos. I like, the thing is that you know um people will, like, your audience and so on, they will join, they will follow, because they will find some similarities with you, right? So, like, good marketing will always say, people like me follow me, people like me join me, right? And you allowing these little bits and pieces of you for people to get to know them and so on, also, it's like a little similarities that where people then say, oh, he's just like me, right? And to someone, he will be like we share a breed, right? Like, you have the same, like, we have the same dogs, right? Like, so this
Right.
is, oh, you have a lab, also I have a lab. Like, it's like these little bits and pieces of information that you let people know about you and so on, they connect you with them, right? They connect you with your audience. And to someone it will be a dog, to someone a dog will mean nothing, but it will be like what kind of hat you're having, or how you drink your coffee, or what you do in the morning, or what you do for job, or like and these little bits and pieces like this actually connects you, right, with your audience. This is like precondition to for anything to happen, right? So yeah, dogs rule, like
So
they need to be.
exactly, dogs rule. So I don't know if a lot of people know this, and I don't know if you're going to let me say this, but I'm going to say it anyways. So Katja is, I still consider to be my coach. I still consider to be my coach, even though I'm in a different program. We won't go into the whys and all that because it doesn't matter. But one of the reasons I connect so well with you is because you're a rocker chick. And if you don't know she's a rocker chick, she's a rocker chick. I'm putting it out there. If you're embarrassed about it, I'm sorry, it's out. So
No, but you
I
see
like
similarity. You see,
I like
you
to
see how
produce
it
music.
connects.
Yes,
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and I produce music for fun to de-stress and center. And unfortunately for you, that means I send you little links every now and then and say, "Go check out this."
Yeah, yeah. You do good music. You do really good
Thank you
music.
very. It's a way to de-stress, and it works very well for me. And I suggest it to people if when they ask. I was like, well, you have a hobby that helps you de-stress. This is what I do. And some people actually go and start a membership and start doing that and follow me. I got two or three really good friends in the community that I run with that actually joined up and make music now too, and they send me links every now and then. I go check out their stuff. So yeah, she's a rocker chick. Don't let her say she's not. How was the concert that you and your sister went to?
Oh, it's always amazing. It was amazing. It was really awesome. It's like this is our night out that we do. Yeah, we have our favorite band, and we go like they always have the biggest concert of the year, like around our birthdays. So we go there and we have
Ah,
our fun. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, and it's really like I was just thinking when you were saying like what's changed in this life and so on, like like I follow this band. We follow them for since I was in high school, and they were in high school also. So it's like for a long time. I was actually on their first concert ever. It was on in one of the high schools in the capital, and no, so like this, and then they became these big stars and so on. And there was a time like I was like really in the back. I could afford just only those tickets and so on. And lately I'm coming in. I'm having this like I always get in super fan pit, right? We get in super fan
Well,
pit,
that's gotta
and
be
one of
awesome.
the yeah, because it's like it's awesome, and then you feel like all this, because they're rockers, and you feel all this fire, and like everything, and you get high five from, and it's like it's really really awesome, right? And of course, like you can't afford sometimes like this, right? Like tickets like
Oh
this and
no,
so
I
on, but
know.
then you can, and so it's like there is a like this is a part then of why you're actually doing things, right? To be able to
Exactly.
do stuff like this. So yeah, I really like these nights. uh, we're waiting still for this year because like we're always like, oh no, when
Oh
they
yeah.
put out the concerts, then as we say, yeah, we are in, we have our tickets in Superfan, and that's it.
Oh no, I seen
Yeah.
some of the posts that you did after the concert, and I was like, she went, she had a blast. I was like, damn, when was the last concert I went to? And I got to think about it. You're right. The last concert I went to had nosebleed sections way back in the back up top arena, and I wasn't married to my wife then, but I was dating her, and I was like, we're going down into the pit. And she's like, what? I said, yeah, we're going down into the pit. We're getting as close to the stage as we can. And she wound up staying up in the nosebleed section, and I left her there. I'm a bad person for that, but it was Kid Rock. So yeah, I snuck my way down through the security guards over the rails and got as close to the stage as I could, and got to enjoy about two or three songs before somebody finally goes, "Hey, you're not supposed to be here." Back to the nosebleed section I went to, but interesting story. Um, would you believe that we've already gone almost an hour?
Oh no, no, it's always fun to
Uh,
talk to you. It's always awesome. This podcast of yours that you're doing is really cool. Like I see people that you're talking to and so on. It's like it's really cool. I would suggest this for everyone to listen to, because you're just like doing really good job here.
Thank you very much, Katja. I really appreciate that. But I know you got a busy scheduled day. Your day's already going. Mine's just fixing to get started, actually. I'm going to say, what's one piece of advice that you'd like to leave our audience with before we call it a show?
So when it comes to building a business online, just like okay, so keep it simple, right? And just be have in mind it's about skills. Everyone can learn these skills. Learn this, and then you can do anything you want, anything you want. But learn the
Great
proper
advice.
skills. Just like don't go around that because you will go back. So learn the
I
proper
can
skills. If
definitely
you're
say that
serious
one.
about this, yeah. If you're serious about this, get help. Don't be like, oh, I will do this on your own, on my own. You can, but it will take like way longer. Get
Oh
help,
yeah,
get good
yeah.
coach, and learn these skills. And then, like by the end of the year, you can be like leaving the job. So, go like this.
And I'll add to the end of that with don't be an ass because I did that and yeah, it doesn't work. Katya, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you so
Always a
much for
pleasure
having
talking.
me. Always
And
awesome.
maybe I get a chance to have you back and we'll have a more formal conversation. Everybody, this
Sure,
has been
will be a
step
pleasure.
one. This has been my very special guest, Katya. Would you like to say goodbye to the audience, Katya?
Bye. Have a great day, everyone.
All right, Katya, we'll talk to you later.